pen, I must finish my final work. It is a tale of hope that may yet salvage this world. It isn't right. This idea of foreigners has only ever been a tool against the foreign. If we could end such prejudice, surely war would be next to fade. We would be free to travel to far-flung lands. The reality is, we are riddled with anxiety. We fight, we oppress, and magic is but a tool of war. Our world could be better. Can we not dream such dreams? In such a world, they need no sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and skilled labor. Glass spires reach the heavens, safe nights with no dark shadows, streets well-traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. I know, just a daydream. Castle on a cloud. Yet I have faith. I believe that fiction can become hope, wielded by a worthy avatar. I believe a hero will stand true and change the world. After all, this world need not stay like this forever. The will to believe in something beyond us, indeed that, is what we call fantasy.
We found something.
Amazing! Hey! You found something! That should come in handy. Pocket it. What do you think? Got it!
This is no time to take risks. Restore your health.
We found something.
That's lovely.
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
What do you think? Got it! Watch out!
Incoming!
No problem!
They'll need more than this.
I shall unleash my all.
I can slash. Wind!
You hit their weakness!
Some darker
That's
arts.
your opening, Captain!
I'll cut you down!
Just
He's
strong!
collapsed! Someone kill him fast! He's in no danger. He's healing now.
Rancor! Formidable indeed.
Tougher than I thought.
Oh, shards of ice! Worthy foe after all.
And that's that! Victory's ours!
To ever greater heights! Our...
You're a lifesaver. What an incredible find. Nicely done. What now? You can trust in me.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
This?
I see.
Hey! You found something!
What now? Let's hurry.
All right.
Let's take it and move on.
If you see use for it, I say take it with you.
Hey! Let's go! This place.
These are...
They're for a child.
I thought Joanna was childless. At least right now. Didn't Burden say something about that?
a strange thing to find locked away, isn't it?
This portrait. 'Tis most odd as well. 'Tis common for the noblesse to have a portrait painted in celebration of their child's birth. But this one depicts neither her husband nor child.
You know, you're right. Haven't really seen many portraits of a pregnant wife alone.
Hey, look!
A diary. Looks like it belonged to the nurse who raised Joanna's son. I see. Apparently, Joanna was unmarried, never formally bound in marriage to the father of her child.
So 'twas a love child? An illicit affair?
Apparently so. At least here in Martira. The father was a foreigner of another tribe. Their marriage would never have been accepted. The traditionalists always say mixed blood children are abominations. Terrible omens. And superstitions like that tend to carry a lot more weight in the countryside. Joanna brushed it off. Said it was ridiculous and irrational. She was about to announce the child's birth. And then tragedy struck. The old woman. The nanny they'd hired. She killed the boy in his crib.
What?
Seems like this was around the time the human sightings were becoming more widespread.
It would be easy to ascribe the birth as the ill-fated omen. But to justify murdering a child?
Joanna's family was overjoyed. The deed kept the abomination out of the public eye. They never even investigated her crime and Joanna's love. The father was banished from the city. The nurse's diary concludes, "O God, please forgive me for my sin most wicked."
Ugh. Let's move on. This is looking worse by... a minute.
However,
It can't be.
Let's... Hey. Look.
this is...
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
Right now. Right now.
Ready?
Yes.
What? Here already?
Is that a baby? Nope, not a baby.
Are you hungry? Oh, so fussy today.
This monster. Is it a human?
This is the child you hold so dear? So, all the victims you kidnapped?
Oh, my darling has a hearty appetite. I had Morris deliver us food. Were you able to secure a meal?
Well,
Ah, useless! You have failed to eliminate the bounty hunters, and now you've let Heisme himself here. But no matter. You look tender enough for my darling's liking.
what?
This is your child. It just devoured a man. All I see is a mindless monster.
And a monster is what I see when I look upon the world. People are beasts of fear and superstition, murderers without remorse. I have done nothing they've not done to me. Abominations. They are the unnatural. They deserve to die. They should all be so glad to nourish my child. My dear, sweet child. A mother's love should nurture, but this is beyond the pale.
And you? Do you not condemn her? She kidnapped children, murdered them in cold blood, and would see you blamed for it.
In truth, I know this woman's pain all too well. In the name of her child, she was willing to turn against the entire world. Behind her atrocities, I see the devotion of a bereaved parent. You found yourself unjustly in a terrible darkness, and I struggle to blame you. Burying your own child is unbearable. Grief and madness fill the gaps where love had been. But my eyes were opened. These people helped me see. The only way to beat the darkness is to confront it. Step by meager step. You must walk back to our reality. Look upon that, and see true that it is not the child you once loved.
Be silent! You know nothing of it. Your sermons better suit a preacher, but that is not your place here. You are here to be eaten!
Good. Show me your hate. Pour out your darkness. We'll fight, but not in justice's name. Grief is its own death, so we will show you life!
Darling, are you still hungry? Mother wants you to play with your food!
Come, my darling.
All the people who disappeared. This must have been the last thing they ever saw.
We break this tragic curse here and now. It's the only way we might mourn them. Let us finish this, Captain.
If we can figure out what it really is, we can win. Let's get after it.
I need distant advancing. I shall unleash my all.
I'll cut you down!
Burst forth! Scour!
The captain's dazed. He's gonna have a hard time landing hits.
Hack and slash!
Right on target. Nice one, Stroll.
Bolts of lightning! Wind!
Don't get sloppy, Captain.
Please!
Captain,
Some
you've got
darker
your
arts.
defenses down.
I'll cut you down!
Right on target. Nice one,
Burst
Stroll.
forth! Scour!
Don't get sloppy, Captain. Captain, they've got
To
your
the rear
defenses
guard!
down.
I stand ready!
Heisman, they've dropped your defenses.
Guarding seems the wise move.
I'm stepping back.
They've sapped your defenses.
I'll get some distance. Ready for impact!
Is everyone okay? That thing's been staring at us for a while now. It's so creepy. Wait, staring at us? That's it! The eyes! I bet if you go for those huge eyes, they'll have a hard time hitting us. We can't afford to feel sorry for it right now. If we hit its eyes, maybe it won't move around so much.
Faker! Rancor!
In the name of... Give me your aid!
Look here!
Hack and slash!
To you! Vitus power! With healing power!
Quite a boon.
Trust me.
I owe you.
Is that all?
Captain's dazed. He's gonna have a hard time landing hits.
Faker! Some darker arts.
I call upon royal power within! No, not this. Go for it!
Allies, together! Not this for all that we strive for! Oh, bolts of lightning! Magic Seeker! Wind! I missed!
Don't get sloppy, Captain. Captain's dazed.
Faker!
He's gonna have a hard time landing
Rancor!
this.
This should work!
I knew you'd help. Come! Behold! We stand together! We'll combine our strength! Burst forth! They yet cling to life. I can take it.
May this prove a lesson. I will survive.
Now, what's the play? Let's see how this plays out.
Is everyone all right? I shall defend. I'm all prepared. Go! Scour!
All right. It's
You
not
think
going
yourself
anywhere
weak? I'll
like
use
this.
what I must. Some darker arts.
All yours!
Oh, power of heroes! A worthy foe after all.
The Captain's dazed.
Magic Seeker!
He's gonna have a hard time landing hits.
We can do this!
Much thanks.
I'm obliged.
My thanks!
Hulkenberg's guard is down.
Now accept your fate. Rancor!
Now we won't
Do
know
not
where we are.
In the name
Come
of
on,
justice.
This is our chance.
Could do with this.
Thanks.
Heisman,
Moving to
they've
the
dropped
front.
your defenses.
Oh, bolts of lightning!
Now that's finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
Forward!
Hulkenberg's
Wind.
guard is down.
Forward!
Stroll,
Some
they've
darker
dropped your
arts.
defenses.
Mandible bear.
Closing the distance.
Captain,
Take
they've brought
that.
your defenses down.
Burst forth! They yet cling to life.
Heisman,
Scour.
they've dropped your defenses.
Still up?
Oh, my darling. Mama's here. Mama will always be here for you. Here. Take all the magic I have.
She healed the demon baby?
A defensive stance.
I shall stepping back, staying on the defensive.
To safer ground! To the rear guard. Guard up!
I'll use what I must. Rancor!
This calls for one of these.
I knew you'd help. Comrades, lend me your strength. It's up to you now. Let's work together. Strike true.
Be neither timid nor arrogant. Now accept your fate. Some darker arts.
I can't afford to hold back. This should work.
A blunder.
Worthy foe after all.
Heisme's in broken. He needs healing now.
With healing power.
Quite a boon.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
Captain, we've got your defenses down.
Oh, power of kings. Formidable indeed.
In the name of justice, are you prepared? You first.
Vulcan's
Mate!
guard is down.
Burst forth!
All right, it's not going anywhere like this. Is it? Staring at someone?
I can take it.
Captain, they've got your defenses down.
Faker! Rancor!
I shall fight as the no holding back. You'll be dust.
Stroll, they've sapped your defenses.
Oh, bolts of lightning! They yet cling to life. We'll do this together. Hold nothing back.
We won't know where we are.
Let us clean
Come
up
on,
this mess.
This is our chance.
I'll use what I must. Some darker arts.
Are you prepared? I'll cut you down.
You're back.
Allies, together! We'll combine our strengths. Burst forth! The freedom of a wand. Let's set it up! Not this. Let's go! This should work.
I'll use this.
What? Oh, please.
Captain's dazed. He's gonna have a hard time landing hits.
Let's try this.
That helped. Observe the enemy. Just the thing.
My thanks.
We'll do this together. Strike true.
Hey, I think that means it's focused on one person.
Faker! Rancor!
Now, what's the plan? I call upon royal power within! What a mess. Tougher than I thought.
They'll not break my defenses. I will fight with pride. Magic Seeker! Wind! A tough one.
Some darker arts. We've destroyed
know where we
it.
are.
Now to the rest.
This is our chance.
I'll crush you!
Right on target. Nice one,
I shall
Stroll.
show you what. Let justice prevail! Oh, bolts of lightning! Still standing, I see. I won't hold back! Scour! Still up?
You think yourself equal to a Ujief's agility? 'Tis best used.
I owe you.
What? My Parthen's here.
Out. Someone help him get back in the fight.
This should work.
I
I shall repay this favor tenfold.
Let us fight as one.
It's up to you now.
They yet cling to life.
Let's set it up!
Show them our might.
Still here?
Let us...
Rancor! Commendable bearing.
No holding back! You'll be dust!
Not bad. I'll strive for greater heights.
I admit,
I shall strive.
Excellent! I've grown more powerful. Not long ago, I too had a child. But I couldn't protect him. It was in a nearby village. Some paripus started a riot, and my son was caught in the middle of it. They beat him until he was barely recognizable. Even bloodied and battered, he clung to life. But his body was broken. He couldn't move. And not a single person came to his aid. He was a Ujif, and to them, that's all he was. But he was a helpless child, left to die in a pool of his own blood. By the time I finally got to him, it had been hours. It was too late.
I had no idea.
I couldn't abide it. Reality was too painful, and I ran until I was spending my nights and days in the sandworm's pit. Better to live in solitude than in the embers of hell. That was the real reason I lived in that den of beasts. I thought death would be a mercy.
Heisme.
And then these meddlers came along. They dragged me under the night sky I'd not seen in many seasons. And beneath those stars, it finally came to me. This is not the life my son would have wanted for me. That thought changed my whole perspective. His memory deserves love, not pain. Look with your eyes and your heart. You can ignore it no longer. You loved your child, not this creature. And the child you loved is gone.
If I could have sacrificed my life instead, I swear I would have done it. I loved my son with all of my heart.
I know. Nobody could ever deny you that. And now, the nightmare is over.
What do we do? Do we present this creature as evidence?
I don't know. Our testimony's likely not enough to prove this monster was behind the disappearances, and it'd be easily denounced as a publicity stunt.
Do you recall the promise I made when first we met? I pledged my political support if you were able to solve this matter. I fear that after all this, it is a boon I can no longer provide. But if you need a head to present to the judges, perhaps it could be my own.
I don't know what you mean.
Please take me to the exhibition of the brave. I will confess the truth before the masses. Surely the evidence will be undeniable when heard from my lips.
Yet as a holy woman, 'twould be bold-faced ignominy to sanctifex Forden. You risk dire consequences, possibly even without trial.
I have but one request. Before I depart, I would ensure all my duties are passed to my successor. I know I ask much of you, but would Barden and I be permitted to join you in Oceania later on? I will atone for my sins. For my son's sake, I must.
What should we do? There's no guarantee she won't take this opportunity to escape.
But I see her point. The people here have suffered enough unrest. If she is to leave them, she must ensure they still have guidance, else they'll fall to chaos and panic.
You are our captain. The decision is ultimately yours.
I want to protect the city.
Right.
You're too nice for your own good. But you might have a point about not forcing her.
Our treatment of her might reflect on her confession too. Don't want anyone saying we coerced it out of her.
Then 'tis settled.
Oh, thank you for your kindness. 1,000 times. Thank you. Oh, how curious. It's as if the fog has finally lifted from me.
I've heard the news about Lady Joanna. I will assume the duty of our escort to the exhibition. Rest assured, your bounty will be paid in full.
Ha ha! I say, we could upgrade the gauntlet runner with some extra spondulics, eh?
Young man, I have a request. Could you donate a portion of the money to the bereaved families? I know 'tis not my place, but something must be done for them. Their pain must be unbearable.
I don't think that decision should fall to me alone.
I think everything should go to them.
Quite right. After all, our primary objective here is getting ahead for the exhibition.
My word. You're all indeed true knights. I'll personally make sure the citizens all hear of your bravery and spirit.
Just as long as you keep this out of the public ear until the exhibition, right? We can't have our opponents finding out and trying anything underhanded.
You have my solemn word. I'm glad I entrusted this to you.
Now then.
Courage. Why, that's...
Haisme, 'twas thanks to you that we found the truth.
I agree. If Barden thinks we're true knights all, that goes double for you.
If you've nowhere else to go from here, perhaps you might join us and further lend us your strength.
You're in this race to become king, are you?
Not exactly. Look, you think it'd be all right to tell Haisme the truth? We've come this far together. It's fine by me.
Yes, I have no objections either.
So His Royal Highness lives. I see now why you all fought so desperately.
Would you lend us your strength?
You already know my answer. My life may not weigh much, but I gladly pledge it to your noble cause. If I'm to choose a lord out of loyalty instead of dependence, then there's absolutely no shame in that.
Not a lord. A friend.
Hear, hear.
Right.
I wish I could have done more to help in Martira.
Huh?
But maybe I found something better. A goal worth chasing. So I'm gonna focus on that from now on.
The mystical fairy, Gallica, keeper and heritor of the mage's virtues, through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new power. Foster this connection.
It's you and me. Our destinies are intertwined.
Okay. Now all we have to do is head to Briarhaven and wait for Joanna to arrive.
Ah, about that. Dash it inconvenient, but there's apparently been a landslide on the Valley Road. The old road crews should have the mess cleared by the competition, so until then, your time is yours to waste.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I've seen the state of the race with my own eyes, ladies, gents, and mad malcontents. If you wanted an update, here's your chance. So far, we've mostly seen gauntlet runner skirmishes and dueling mayhem. Now it's time for the real thing. Sounds like we've lost a few candidates already too. Poor bastards went after something too nasty for their head hunt and got themselves head hunted. We've got some candidates who have outright given up. No confidence. Can't blame them against these odds. And some others have bought and sold out of the race.
Come on! That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I suppose money's power like anything else. Military strength's not meant to decide this race anyhow.
The question is, what's our final head count going to look like? Lots of unknowns left, people, and we'll not know the truth until the exhibition. A little bird told me one of our contenders has made a bold play in Martira. They might not even come out of it with a head.
What are they scheming then? Let's hear some details.
Sorry, chums, I'm just the crier. Can't speak for any one candidate in particular. Luckily, you'll not have long to wait now. With all that said, can't help but wonder how Count Luis is taking this, can we? My sources say he's not bothered with any of this. He's still gallivanting across the land, killing humans. And yet, even without a formal entry, Luis's voter base is still growing. Bound to have His Eminence Forden grinding his teeth that, for now, let's enjoy the show!
Right, everyone. Farewell said, particulars packed.
All that remains is to ride to Oceania with pride in our hearts.
Watch out, Luis. You won't know what hit you.
Well then, off to the races, what? Old Barden's given me a detailed map of the area.
Sounds like quite a journey. I hope it won't be as bumpy as last time.
Oh no, it'll be a sight smoother. But you've got wings. What are you fussing for?
Oh, there it is. Should have known the fatigue would hit eventually. About time I got some sleep. Heismate, why are you on my bed? You're positively miniature, man. There are plenty of other places fit for you to sleep.
Yes. Splendid. Just magnificent.
What is he dreaming about?
I hope you've no designs on taking my bed. I have
cut men down for less.
With friends like these.
Now then.
Whoa! All right. Oh, hey!
Ha-ha!
Leaving behind the old castle town stricken by tragedy, the Gauntlet Runner sets off toward the exhibition of the brave. Their destination, Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania. A world unknown to them. What will they accomplish? Acclaim.
Can you hear me?
What to pick?
Isn't that... Hey! Yep.
The party sets off for Martira. As they watch the setting sun sink under the horizon, their Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land grown thick with trees. The wildlife retreats to safety before the sunlight fades, leaving only deafening silence. The anticipation that follows a journey's beginning swells in their hearts.
Oi!
Speaking of,
The breeze feels nice.
But...
well met.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That reminds me.
Speaking of...
Hey there! Whoa. What's that?
Right. All right.
Nura speaking.
The city ruins come to view. The work was hard, but the miners were hardy and spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. In its time, it may have rivaled Brilehaven. However, the promise of strong Magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became a ghost town. Now only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain, and with the promise of abandoned riches follow the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
This is...
No.
Everything okay?
Right.
All right.
Hey! As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
It's you. Good.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Quite.
I see.
That reminds me.
All right.
Gauntlet Runner sighted!
Hey! Hurry it up!
Certainly.
It's you! So we meet again!
Give me a break, lady.
Ooh, big talk! My pig...
Let's give you a try, eh? Let's have a spot of inventive ingenuity.
Looks like
Then
you're
I'll
getting
stop
stronger.
holding back.
So heavy. Caliber got them right in their weak spot.
Wind!
Nothing.
Rancor!
Oh, Mystic Fire!
Hack and slash!
Nothing.
Why are you so strong, damn you?
is a joke! Eyes me! They've
No
dropped
holding
your
back.
defenses!
Some darker arts.
Burn!
Hold yourself together! This is a joke! Captain!
I'll cut you
they've
down.
got your defenses down! Do nothing!
Not done yet.
Scour! Still up?
Heisman!
Rancor.
They've dropped your defenses!
Commendable
Nothing.
bearing.
Oh, mystic fire!
Edinburgh got them right in their weak spot!
No! Why? Oh, why? I trained so much for...
Double good. I feel stronger.
Oh, you found new powers. A new power to wield.
I've lost!
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm? Hey.
Listen to me!
Well then.
I'll make it happen. But...
That's why.
It just ain't right.
Sure.
Thanks.
I'm not letting anyone die.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
Well met. I'd say...
If so, all right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain? Rise and shine, what?
Rhegal. It's been a while.
You've been before?
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents, I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Rhegal.
Port Rhegal, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Rhegal is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the Gauntlet Runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Wow! It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon! It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The City of Water, Rhegal.
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a sky runner, though.
No. I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctist Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies. If it isn't the walking headache. Well, well, well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. And we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're sure, Nearest, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Really?
This is a joy!
Oh, this blooming heat.
Yeah? Hey, mister!
Hello. Need a ride? Good choice.
Say.
Whoa!
Yes.
Well... Okay then.
Ridiculous.
What do I do?
All right then.
I'm not.
Hey!
Right. I get... Huh? Hey there! What?
Oh, this blooming heat. What is it you require? Yeah.
What do I do?
Oh! Enjoy it.
Kind of...
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. I believe she expressed genuine parental love.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory.
Right. We've done what we can do.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh?
Oh, haha, very funny.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I love you, Lord Milo! I love you forever!
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear! For Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coppers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our help.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on Loveless.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before.
Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain? really edible. It doesn't look quite, natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through. Oh, it's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums, but his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me! Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
What now? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Let's all stay calm, all right?
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. As At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship.
Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus!
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that, but we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people! Strength and compassion in one package! He's got the crowd on his side right from the start! Now, is there anyone who can top this?
I can.
And we have a challenger! Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof? Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next.
is that thing? Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Forden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented.
Thank you, Candidate Julie.
Please. Lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
Folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well.
And Forden himself.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
No. We only read it wrong. And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Louis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Louis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you? And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Master Louis was just here. What happened?
Well, He just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal.
Still, 'tis a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And do we know where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
Wouldn't that be inside his gauntlet runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Joanna! A backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? A word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Luis's man. Night prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this night prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But, do you...
Let's hurry.
Boy there. Well met, eh?
All right then.
Wonderful. This bloody rain is sucking all the way through. Oi! Oi!
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters? Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at my big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in and make some points for my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offence and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right? What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
To be honest, I don't really want to be king.
Of course you don't. If you did, we'd kill you on the spot. You're not doing yourself any favours here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I don't like Forden or his church.
Too right. They have no idea what justice is. Ah, but you had a sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
We don't expect everyone to take our side. We're just here to right wrongs, that's all.
Whatever. You got some brass to you, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now, you're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the King's magic. We've captured some, 10 odd assassins now?
Where?
So?
Goodbye.
What is it?
All right then.
Say that. Okay?
What now?
I have retained my edge.
All right.
Now then. Yeah. Now then. Now then.
Young man.
Welcome.
Young man.
All right then.
Greeting. Well then.
Young man.
What do you think?
Young man.
Welcome.
Proper aces.
Thank you kindly.
I knew it!
Ah.
Thank you kindly.
All right then.
Blast this heat. Young man.
That's you, look.
Young man. Young man. Young man.
Welcome.
Now what am I to
Stop!
do?
Hang on. Hmm. Yep.
Now what am I to do?
Young man. Young man.
All right then.
Well met, eh? Aha.
Incredible. We're off. Check this out.
Got it. I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah?
Well,
And yet...
oi! You're not serious. Got it.
What in the...
Yeah?
I see.
Yeah.
Evidently.
know.
A beautiful city, Rhegal. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here. Here we go.
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him. Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save. Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic? The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. It might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate.
It's just that...
Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! Now you have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards.
Jolly good! You've got...
What do you think? It would be risky as a near-solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
We'll just have to make it work.
You truly mean that?
Seriously, We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow.
That reminds me.
Yes.
I see.
Look at that.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Even so...
Yes.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
Then...
Let's focus. Let's head there.
Well met, eh?
Oh, what should I... If you can help.
Let's give it a shot. Whoa. And right there's a labyrinth.
Well met.
All right then.
Let's go.
Greetings.
Let's give it a shot. All right. Let's not.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Young man.
Stay there.
I'm in. Let's
give it a shot. Gotta get prepared. Stay there.
Blast this heat.
All right then.
Welcome. This is what I've got. Show me what...
Let's do it.
And right there's a labyrinth. Got it.
All right then. All right then.
Let's go. Yeah?
Oh, this blooming.
Excuse me? Huh? kidding. Huh? If so... All right. Let's give it a shot.
All right then.
Operations. That's how it's gonna be, is it?
Let's give it a shot. That's where you want to go. Nice little village.
Just can't stand it.
All right then.
Hey. Oh. Truth is,
Is that right? Yeah. Huh. Take this. Hey. Yeah. Thanks. And what? Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, definitely.
I must use my nobility for good. Hmm. Hold on.
Yeah.
Aha!
This one's important.
All right.
I'm just incredulous. Now,